Enough?
One really quick question about the settling.
Settle for nothing.
I notice, so I will settle, okay, because I notice myself.
How satisfying does settling feel?
It feels awful.
And why would you think about settling?
I feel, and I don't think I'm the only one, so I'm just going to say it. I feel some pretty real guilt about believing and kind of knowing that I can have it all. Because there's so many miserable people in the world, Abraham. They're so miserable. And then once you're aligned, you're like, how are you so negative and miserable?
So you can't get miserable enough to help the miserable ones get joyful. And you can't get poor enough to help poor ones become wealthy. In other words, really? That's your comeback to us after all that we've talked about?
No. I just wanted to clarify it. I just wanted to clarify that one little thing because it was the one little niggling thing in my solar plexus.
Well, it's
that
a big thing. It's not a little thing.
Okay.
And give it to us again. I don't believe that it is right for me to feel joy because there are so many others who haven't figured it out.
Not quite. There is a part of me that feels guilty about not striving and working hard to get what there's this. I've been indoctrinated with that false belief that you have to work hard.
Well, so if what you're saying is, Abraham, I can't go cold turkey on this, we'll accept it.
I'd love to.
If what you're saying is, Abraham, I can't just give up my beliefs all at once because I've been bringing them forward for a while, so it's going to take some bridging. We certainly acknowledge that. We've been talking about it all day. We just want you to understand the premise of the way creation works. And we want you to ask yourself the question, that thought in which you felt such guilt, so you could say satisfied or guilt. You could say satisfied or blameful, satisfied or afraid. Every negative emotion that you feel, satisfaction is the other alternative. But you've got to start somewhere and flick it off when it's not satisfying until you are substantial in your vibration of satisfaction. Most people don't do this till they croak. It's a big laughing time when people make their transition and they realize how much dumb stuff they believed that kept them from the joy that they feel in the moment of their reemerging into non-physical. We just don't think you should have to croak to find that satisfaction.
So I'm worthy. I'm worthy of having everything I want.
Worthy is a word.
Okay.
Satisfied is a feeling. What does the word worthy feel like?
Like I've earned it. Doesn't feel as good. Or I don't know. Let me think about it really.
We're just wanting to point you toward the emotional thought of satisfaction, because satisfaction can feel like contentment, it can feel like enthusiasm, it can feel like vitality, it can feel like rocking it can feel like brilliance, it can feel like ecstasy. Once you get tipping in that direction, that satisfaction just gets more and more and more and more and more, and that's a word that you can connect to. And you, like almost everybody else you know, you're right about that. You use too many words to justify too many feelings that are not working for you, and so cut it out. And it'll be a lot easier now than ever before. And we acknowledge that you did find that connection. You found alignment, but that alignment doesn't last forever. That alignment is something that you tend to as you move through your days. You're all in a better position right now to parlay a feeling of satisfaction into things that are more and more and more. But really, it could be exhausting too, and it could fall into the category of trying too hard, and it could fall in the category of trying to figure this all out at once, and you just don't have to. You've heard enough today to put you on a good path forevermore. So what do you know now for sure that you maybe didn't know at the beginning of this day or even at the beginning of this discussion? You can have it all, and it's right that you have as much as you want, but you don't want everything all at once. You want it to come to you in this satisfying unfolding, you see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the journey.
Really good.
Thank you so much.
Really good. Really good. Do you think you can have it all? And does it feel wrong to do that? Does it feel like it's going to take a little adjustment to settle into that? Does it feel fun to figure out what the all is or the now is that you might want? Yeah.